You good, man?
You remember what we was gonna talk about?
Yeah, man.
What?
I can't remember.
Damn,
We was gonna talk about premarital sex after age fucking 40.
you really want to go there?
I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm in monk mode. My ass is good.
You always saying that shit. You
I
ain't
am.
no damn monk.
I am right now.
You ain't no monk.
Right now. When I say it, I be in that mode.
You ain't no-
If I don't say nothing, I mean I probably ain't in it.
Now who's gonna know when you're saying it and when you're not?
Anybody you hear me on the thing saying it.
Them little chicks. I heard what you said last week.
Yep, that's right. I meant that shit too.
I heard
That's
what
what
you
I'm
said.
telling him. That's what I'm telling him. I meant that shit. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rayshawn B.
I'm Shaka Shabazz.
And it's your man. I'm all off today. It's the Rayshawn and Shaka podcast, son.
All
Up in them,
deep.
in them,
All the way deep.
in them, in them, in them.
Like
Like Swizzlers and Jizzlers. I don't know. like we all up in them like raisins and
oatmeal.
and the honey buns.
Damn. Can't get none of them motherfuckers out.
And boy, that's deep, son.
That's deep as fuck.
What? It always Thanksgiving, like raisins and potato salad.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
It's gonna be a lot of that shit.
I don't know what kind of. I don't know.
I don't either.
Oh, well, I know. Yeah.
But
yeah,
this is Arizona.
No,
this
yeah,
is
that's what I'm saying.
Arizona.
I know
This is
where
about to be a lot of raisins.
I know where you're going to get raisins and potatoes.
No, I ain't going there. My Thanksgiving is going to consist of Harvey's
It's
Weinberger.
like mayonnaise sandwiches.
It's going to be a Harvey's Weinberger.
I feel you.
I have my hamburger, my onion rings, my drinks.
Gotcha, player.
I'm about to be good.
All right. Happy holidays, people.
Happy holidays. Happy.
Yeah, we ain't got no festive stuff out here.
Yeah, because we don't do that, man.
Hey, man, give them a shout out.
Give him a shout out. Yo, give Black Steel Fitness a shout out, man. Yo, let me tell y'all what's up. Yo, y'all gotta head to Black Steel Fitness. It's the hottest gym up in town. It's that low-key, regular person. You get your swole, get your gains on. Black Steel Fitness. We took out the C because it's silent. BLAKSTEEL, son. Let me tell y'all where to go down. We got classes. You got small group, never over 10 people per class. You got everything from spin to boxing to weights to TRX to HIIT. You got it all. Then we got one-on-one trainers. All of our trainers, 10 years experience. We got one young cat, and he's nice with it. But everybody else, 10 years experience or more. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. If you're a lady, you need a lady, we got that. If you're older, you want an older cat, I got that. If you're an athlete, you need an athlete, I got that. If you want to just lift and get swole, I got that. And then on top of that, we got open gym where you can come in and get your own swole on, just come and work out. You know what I'm saying? We give you some pointers if you need it. It's like that. So, yeah, come on in Black Steel Fitness, boutique gym of the century right here in Arcadia, 3912 East Camelback Road, right here on the north side of the street, Phoenix, Arizona, 85018.
Okay, motherfucker. This ain't an
heart of
infomercial.
Arcadia.
This ain't an infomercial. God damn.
But wait, there's more.
If
You sign up right now,
Right now.
you'll get 1 month free, and it's only $9.99.99. That's right, you heard me, $9.99.99. That's right, you have 1 full year with that. That was smooth, yeah. But you'll get a full year if you paid $9.99.99. I get you that. That'd be like a half price discount, only for the holidays. Holla at your boy.
Holla at him.
Yeah,
Black Steel Fitness.
chill. Yeah, man. So what's going on with you, brother? What's going on? How's your week?
My week was fantabulous.
Fantabulous.
Yeah, no peace leave, but fantabulous.
Oh, he got some other
Considering.
stuff. He did other stuff. Yeah,
I
somebody
ain't even do no other stuff.
Yeah, somebody else doing some other stuff.
I ain't get no other stuff. No
Yeah.
toes suck. No,
No polishing.
no back. No walking on the back. No nothing.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it's been like
No?
that lately.
You ain't get no no
Hell of a
pinches,
thing.
no slaps.
No,
You know, I know you know that
Not
crazy
even a
shit.
slap on the ass.
Yeah, damn, they ain't tie you up and I know what you into, buddy. The girls told me. They told me. They was like,
I
Ray
think you're-
Sean, let me tell you about Shaka.
I
What he
think you're
like.
projecting.
What he like. Why
You're the
always
one that's got the.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we were supposed to talk about this week. Your college days.
Oh yeah, we was, what we? Are you ready?
Somehow I don't think you think about none of this shit.
Man, by the time
On your way here.
man, let me tell you how this week went. Let me tell you how this week.
Okay, this is the man challenge. We're gonna put this in the man
This
challenge
ain't even no
segment.
challenge. Let me just tell you how this week went. It started. Well, I guess do I go right after the show or do I start Monday? You want me to skip the weekend and start Monday? What?
Just skip to before you got here.
Well, before I got here, man, I woke up like this morning, like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Yo, I could not go back to sleep. Like I was sleeping good. And I woke up, I wasn't tripping. I don't be tripping when I wake up because it don't happen often, so I don't be tripping. But I was like, yo. And of course, like 5 minutes before the alarm go off, I'm like, I'll go back to sleep. But I get up, my early morning, I get my shit done, blah, 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 blah. I'm in work for my 5:45 class. Got my 7 o'clock client, got my 8 o'clock client. I'm like, yo, I need a little break and everything. And, so who opened that door? Did you open that door to come in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you need to lock that shit, man. But that's
Hold that thought. This is a very important message, so hold on, okay? Talking to you guys out there.
Yeah, I'm about to keep going, man. I'm about to keep going. So I got all my shit done, right? And so we getting up here. I did get a little quick nap. But then I had more clients. I had a little trio of people. Then I had to run, go get the dog home, get lunch. Then I had to go pick up this kid. I picked up this kid from school as a little side business hustle. Then go get him. Then I had to drum back. Then I had to go get my mentor. I had to pick up a check because I'm doing this. Oh yeah, we're doing our Turkey Day charity for CCY. So I had to pick up a check from that for the charity to get that done. And then my mentor likes talking, and we chopping. I'm like, yo, I got to go. 30 minutes later, I'm up in here. We trying to get it. My man Shaka don't like me, so we have our own little thing because he don't like me, y'all. He like me on camera somewhat, but behind camera he don't like me, y'all. He be doing me dirty. I think it's because I'm dark, but it's okay. He's still all right with me. But yeah, so that's how it goes. So that was just coming up in here today. Now you multiply that times like 5, 6, and then that's what the week was. But the man challenge was keeping that energy popping, keeping that mood good. Finding myself, so I had a few of them, finding myself the time because, finally got the old guy almost settled out. So that's almost done. But finding myself some time as well as still having that energy to give to other people and make sure that I was, present when I'm giving to them,
When you say energy, what are you talking about?
Energy like strength, like charisma, like energy, like.
Okay, you talking about that kind of energy?
Yeah, man. What energy? I'm talking about an old man, man. What you talking about?
Oh, God, you said
You
people.
don't listen.
You said people,
listen,
man.
I told you I'm in monk mode, man. Gee whiz. Anyway, what's your man challenge, man?
So you didn't finish yours, man. He's all frustrated.
Frustrated is yes. Damn.
Finish your man challenge.
I finished it, man. That was the man challenge, y'all. Just keeping that energy up, making sure I was present with everything I had to do there, as well as be present for myself and get some rest so that I keep that energy going for the next day. Because every day this whole week, every day was like 13, 14-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That boy be beasting them, though, and come back in the next day with a smile. Because what? It's black steel, son. Yeah. All right. All up in him.
Black still need to rub off on Shaka Shabazz because
He ain't rubbing on nothing on Shaka Shabazz.
pause.
He ain't even got a pause because it ain't even doing it.
Pause.
None, son.
Damn.
No. What's going on, man? What's your man challenge?
Man, fuck my man challenge. That was my man challenge. I was trying to explain to you that my motivation is like it's lagging a bit. That's been my challenge this week. Oh, it's got something going on. It's always got pizza with no pepperoni. I got ice cream but no motherfucking cream in it. No chocolate milk with no fucking chocolate in it.
Damn.
It's been that kind of fucking year for me. And get a whole bunch of stuff together and then realize there's still you still don't have the main ingredient. God damn. I'm all bitten right now and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next week I'm going to be taking a trip back home, New Orleans. All right, my
yeah.
people. All right.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I should make some pictures and then you can spread them out to all your people. And I'll put G-World's Finest, what's up, Ninth Ward, and you can pass them out to everybody.
You should do that.
Yeah, man. Y'all, they're in the voodoo. They be just stuck my hands up. I be sitting in the couch. Ouch! 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 Ouch!
He be looking like Martin Lawrence in that episode where he fought that boxer.
What's his name? Marvin. Yeah. He was like, I don't want to fight no more, Gina.
I don't want to fight no more.
You don't have to fight. I don't want to fight no more, Gina. I'm gonna be all
come
lumped
out,
up.
baby. Ain't nobody here. You can come out now.
I was lumped up, boy. It looked like he stuck his head in a beehive. That boy was lumped up.
You fuck around with the 9. That's what you gonna get.
The word. They're gonna be my peeps.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, yo,
Shout
this
out.
dude Ray Shaw actually did come down. He gave us pictures. He cute. The girl's gonna be like, he cute. He talk that shit, but I do him. That's what they gonna say. Ain't that right, Ninth Ward?
Hey, you might get that.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You
what
might
I
get
want. Yeah, I might have to give up my monk mode then. Like Ninth Ward.
Oh
I'm
no,
coming
we
through.
can't. We can't have that.
Coming through.
We can't have you giving that up.
I'll just be a preacher then, and that way it'll make it okay.
Oh shit! Then you have to go down to New Orleans trying to be a preacher. You have to stand in line.
I mean, but I'll be a monk. Then I'll
damn
just step down
preachers.
to preacher, and they can be like, "Oh, here, preacher, I can give him some, and he's gonna be still
Probably,
good."
yeah. All you gotta do
That'd
is
be
say you're a
good.
preacher. You did it before anybody else.
Yeah,
probably.
that's what I'm saying. About to be in Ninth Ward, saving souls.
This is a nice setup, isn't
It
it?
is. You did good, Dan. You did great.
Yeah.
You the man.
What's up, man?
You the man.
Yeah.
You the man.
All day. What's
All
the
day.
first subject, man?
Oh, damn, we jumped right into it.
So we didn't, motherfucker. We've been monologuing for 20 minutes.
Whatever, man.
Fucking Jay Leno.
I thought what
Fucking
was
niggas.
going. What was? Oh, what is that gonna say? Is you gonna say it? I mean, you can talk about it if you want to.
What's that?
That subject we said we are gonna talk about me in college.
Yeah. You want to talk about me?
You can talk about me in college because he always think I ain't
that
gonna
what you
say
want?
nothing.
You really want to talk about
He,
me?
he think I'll be fronting like
We can
I'm
talk
like
about
I ain't
me.
scared.
If you ain't got no
He
subject,
said-
man, I got a
He
subject for you.
said.
We can talk about me.
Hey ladies, is it right that y'all don't like our show and you're not talking to us because we be saying all types of shit? You dissing my boy Shaka?
You ran out
Y'all
of subject?
dissing my boy Shaka, man. Y'all need to love my man. He good people.
You ran out of subject?
No, I ain't really.
You talking about me,
Why
man.
you talking shit, man? That's why they talking that shit, man. Cause you picking on me,
Whatever
man.
it takes for the show to
They
go
picking on,
man.
they picking because they like that's why they mad at you, man. Cause you be picking on me.
You need
They're
a
like,
good
why you
sh-
picking on that nice guy, Ray Sean?
You need a good show subject.
Why you be
man.
picking on Ray Sean? That's how they say it. Why Sean? Why you picking
Hey, man, 90 subscribers. We got
I
2
know.
subscribers.
We
last-
doing it. It's
somewhere.
going. It's coming on, man. It's coming up. We're gonna be there.
Damn.
We're gonna break that shit, and then it's gonna be on into infinity
Help
and
us get
beyond.
100, man.
Come on, y'all.
100. Help us get 100.
Come on, y'all, so I can start rambling on about shit.
Yeah.
That's what happens. We get 100. I actually stop rambling, and you be like,
But like
"Damn."
this is a telethon or some shit.
But wait, there's more. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I had a few things, and they were all over the place. I'm trying to think which one. I wonder. Question. Question. Do you believe in God or spirits like that? He's like, I'm done. He's like, I'm done. Oh man, I thought you was gone. I was like, oh shit.
Trying to get comfortable.
Word. Oh, it's about to be in.
Do I believe in God? Yeah, I believe in God.
Word. What type of aspect is God like? Are you believe in God as a creator, as this dude that stands in the sky, as what's the aspect? Like what do you believe?
Damn, you gonna really get me in trouble. Shit. I believe that there is a higher power. I believe that there's how did I say that? Person. I'm not a person, but I believe there is an entity that created the world or what have you. I believe that there's a higher power. But when you get in the weeds about where they at and, things like that, I kind of, I got my questions.
Word.
Yeah. Trying to keep it real general, but
I see. Why you keep being general? This is
well,
serious.
see, religion is a very
It ain't
touchy
about.
subject.
I ain't saying nothing about religion. I said,
Well,
do you believe in like
but
God
when
or
you
creator?
Well, I mean, when you talk about God, I mean, usually talking about religion.
No, not necessarily.
Well, most people do.
Well, we talking, man. You can get in there.
Well, so
Somebody,
you don't
if somebody missed my man Shaka, you got to deal with me.
you
Go
don't
ahead,
think,
Shaka.
you don't think God has anything to do with religion? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to ask that question.
I mean, depending on which religion you're talking about.
I don't know a religion. I don't know a Western religion that doesn't.
I ain't say Western.
Well, I'm Western. I don't know about other religions.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what religion you're talking about.
I mean, I'm not.
You could have gods, plural, or you could have just the universe, or you can have the spirit.
Well, I mean, but that's, in my opinion, that's still. Even though you might say a plurality, you might talk about multiple gods and stuff like that. Whatever culture still practice multiple gods. You're still talking about gods, an entity that's beyond the worldly realm, right?
I guess, yeah. Now, the reason I'm asking is because I was having a wonderful conversation with this gentleman earlier today on my way here. Took a break, had to get some lunch, and we were just talking about, we got into a lot of different things, but that's something I wanted to ask. He asked, you believe in God and do you believe in spirits? And so I was like, yeah, I gave my answer. So I was, I wanted to kind of know what's going on. And
I don't know about spirits. I don't know. I've never seen a spirit, but then, people attribute spirits to all kind of things, The fucking wind blows the door open and it says spirit did it. So
right.
You can't refute it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can you prove it wasn't?
Right.
And I think that's true with religion, period.
Okay.
Like, people say, well, prove this and prove that, although most religious people would give you all kind of proofs.
Mm-hmm.
They say all kind of things, right? I have a family member like that, because of things that happened in his life that turned out, bad situations that turned out for the good.
Right.
And he said nothing but God did it. And I'm living proof because God did this, because God did that.
Right. Okay.
You can't call him a liar.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't say what not true, but you can't say it really is either.
Right.
So.
Okay. Word. That's what's up. So, do you believe in good and evil? Do you think there's a such thing as good and evil?
So I have two answers for that.
Okay.
As a human being, day to day, what I've been taught in culture, American culture or worldly culture or whatever, I've always been taught that there's good and evil, right?
Right.
From a religious standpoint, from a morality standpoint, because you can be not religious and be moral, right?
Right.
But then there's a train of thought of, you look at the world and the universe and things like that, take the human beings out, just look at nature and look at, there is no bad or good.
Right.
I mean.
Energy is not such.
Right. So things that we have negative experience for, we've as a culture of people, we evolved to call that bad. Mm-hmm. Right.
Right.
For example, if a man walks up to another man and takes him out,
right,
ends his life,
right,
take away all the laws,
mm-hmm.
Is it bad or good?
Depends on why he did it.
But there you go. That's a cultural thing, though.
Could have been bad. Could have been bad for the guy that got taken out.
I'm talking about in nature, though.
I mean, shit. Lions eat impalas all day.
Hmm?
Lions eat impalas all day.
Right. So is it bad or good?
Depends on which side you on. If you're the impala, it was a bad day. If you're the lion, it's a great day up in this forest.
Yeah.
Depends on the side. So again, I guess it just depends. The energy has no good or bad. It just is what it is.
Yeah. But if you look at it from from a moral standpoint, the way we've constructed our culture around the world, and we set up these rules, and we set up laws, and we set up, we've evolved this thing called morality,
mm-hmm.
right? And we categorize things and put things in categories.
Yeah.
And it's helped us to be, how should I say it? It's helped us to be, follow rules.
Yeah, society. It keeps society working.
Right, so it keeps society going, so there won't be any, mayhem, right?
Right.
And imagine, even with things set in place, there's still breaches to that, right?
Right.
Because you got people who still do a lot of what we call bad things, despite the rules that we as societies have set up.
Yeah.
So just imagine if there wasn't. Like, they've made tons of movies about it, right? But I believe it would really be that way. If people complain about laws and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But imagine if we didn't have any laws, any rules.
Yeah.
You know, people could just do whatever they want to do.
They gonna do it.
But I think that, and I know this is getting way off the subject, but I think that has happened throughout periods of the world existence.
Right.
And I think there will always be a time where a group of people say, we need a set of rules.
Yeah.
Because shit is just too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be, essaying people because I like that, I want that over there.
Right.
And just
right.
walk, and there's no law to say you can, no law to say you can't,
Right.
boom, no, we can't have that. So there's always going to be a group of people that's going to defend, and then they're going to rally up to say, okay, we need to set a standard here, so,
Right.
whatever, and then make punishments for it or whatever,
Right.
consequences for doing things or whatever.
Okay.
So, and obviously that's how society has evolved over the many, many hundreds and hundreds of years.
Right.
Imagine how many civilizations have come and gone. We kind of got a glimpse of some of the recent ones of how they lived and stuff,
Right.
but we don't really know what their justice system was really like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then too, the other side of that, like, go to the extreme where motherfuckers do things that we call like ain't no problem, like no biggie, and you could
Yeah. That
You know,
means they ain't had no problem.
you spit on the floor, pow, you broke a law, you know what
Not
I'm
to
saying?
spit.
Or you looked dead in the eye of a woman or a man or whatever, or a leader.
Right.
It's forbidden to do that.
So we've been going with laws. Do you think laws really constitute good and evil?
Well, because I bring up the laws because in most societies, laws derive from religion.
Okay.
And to a lesser degree, I guess, before you had established religion, you had philosophy, right?
Right.
So, and through that philosophy, man asked these questions.
Right.
These questions about morality and all this kind of stuff, right?
Do
From that,
you think that was set up by the people that might have been in charge where it benefited them more? Or was it a collective setup?
I don't know if it's a collective. I think perhaps, and this is where, all my education and stuff, I'm getting kind of cloudy because I don't really follow a lot of that stuff anymore. But, again, things happen in society. And, of course, there comes a point where for example, to answer your question more directly, when people say, okay, we need a system.
Mm-hmm.
And in that system, we need leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And we need people to be heads of certain things to take care of certain things, all right?
Right.
So we got 3 elders or 3 wise men or whatever. At
Right.
some point, there's rules about them, and then the whole power thing coming in, and then they start creating laws that kind of like take advantage of things or whatever, or to
Right.
put their thumb on the people or whatever. At that point, I think that happens.
Right. Okay.
The self-interest and
Yeah.
things like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the corruption comes in and all that.
So then is that corruption evil?
Well, again, if we're talking about rules that we've set as societies, yeah, because if it harms the people at large that you're supposed to be representing, then of course that's bad,
Right. What's up? Good stuff. Got them in there. Good stuff.
All up in them.
Good answers. Good
But
stuff.
what do you think?
When he asked me, so the reason was because I had to think about it. Do I think there's... So I guess I got 2 answers too. I'm more of a spiritual person, so religion don't do. I do a few things that are religious. I'll still claim and honor Israelites, and as ancestors. I'll still honor the Yoruba tribe and Ashanti tribe as ancestors, and I kind of go down the line with whatever I think my ancestors. So I guess in a sense you hit some religious things, like I'll say Yah, thanks Yah, something like that. But in a real deal, I think that God's spirit is more of an energy and of an essence. And the guy said it's real interesting in its awareness. Like do I think it's a person or a creator like that? No. God is mathematics. When you look at mathematics and when you look at energy, that becomes energy that has a direction, which means it has an awareness. From that, you can create whatever you want. and from that you can move however you want. So in a sense, what we worship as I guess a god or being is just truly in itself the spatial time. You know, it is what it is. It creates its own self because of the fractal of numbers, and it creates us because we find ourselves falling down. We can break ourselves down by dimensions. We have the 5 points there: the head, the legs, the hands, I can't say it today. Fibonacci. Damn, y'all. Somebody put that shit. FIBOCCI. Fibonacci. Whatever. That guy.
Yeah, I'm not the science guy.
Yeah, but that guy, he was a.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The numbers there. So the sequence there when you're talking about like seashells and snail shells and the nautilus, how it goes in that spatial, in that spiral. That's a perfect number, and that's like nature being its perfect. That's the, I guess, the Most High's or the essence or the Creator showing itself in its being, and in being an awareness, it is aware of itself, is aware of us. It creates us to kind of, I guess, in a sense, have something to talk to. You know, talk to myself, but I create different personalities so that it don't get boring. You know.
So. You basically saying the shit is all made up.
What, religion?
No, when you said, like, I'm talking to myself, and tell me if I'm off course of what you're saying. I make the joke all the time, and I'm very careful about it because I don't want to go into the area of disrespecting anybody and their beliefs or whatever, or appearing condescending or whatever. One was saying, "No, the Lord told me this, and I did. I heard the Lord say," or they always refer to like the Lord or something spiritual, and I'm like, you just told yourself that, and you just went with what you told yourself.
Yeah.
The voice in your head is you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, to ask that question seriously, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is God telling me to do whatever. But it always attributed to something that happens to you that's good.
On a deeper level, your voice is God. Your subconscious is what part of is the creation. You know, so when you do hear a voice saying, like for instance, if you're thinking and you think in your head, I'm going to have a great day. Whose voice was that?
I say it's your own voice talking to you.
But your voice,
I'll say it's you talking
voice,
to yourself.
Your voice is when you talk. That's your voice. What voice was that in your head?
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. No, correct me wrong, because I don't think there's a wrong answer to it. But, like, I know that there are different beliefs about that. And believe me, I'm from New Orleans. Man, everything is esoteric.
Yeah.
Everything is,
because they know.
Some, whatever.
Because they know
most
something.
evil motherfuckers in the world. What are you talking about? Well, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because they know.
Do some evil shit, then go back. The Lord told me. Okay, all right. But the voices, like, I mean, that's a metaphor, right? Or that's just an example, or that's just a figure of speech. That's the way I see it. When somebody said, a voice told me something, or I heard a voice, I take that as a figure of speech. I mean, it really wasn't a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
if you don't say nothing, and you think 3 words, and you just think 3 words to yourself, whatever that is, I love pizza, and you just thinking, did somebody tell you that, or is that just you processing it in your head? You could hear it in your head.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah,
anyway.
So that's what I'm saying. Whose voice is that?
So that's why I say it's your own voice. But then again, who am I? The older I get, I'm more of a spiritual. I mean, as I said there when you're talking, I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Man, that's what's
I'm more spiritual than I am religious. I mean, religion ties into a system, into, religion is just organized. It's an organized club, right? They've used religion in different societies to control people and I don't mean that like disrespecting anybody's religion, but like it's been used to control people. Right. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because just imagine for one moment, I thought about this many times over the years. Imagine all the super religious people, whether it's Islam,
right,
the major religions, right? with the major religions, there was irrefutable proof that Jesus Christ never existed or Abraham never existed. It was all just a made-up hoax. Can you imagine the mayhem that would happen the next day, especially Jesus?
Well, you know.
So I think that the ideal in modern times, in our time, and I mean, when I say modern time, I'm talking about the last 2,000 years, just knowing or just either knowing or believing that Jesus Christ ever existed has kept the world, even though as crazy as the world get, has kept the world on a certain plane. Because a lot of people believe in that, have that morality about good, back to good and evil, right? If you follow Jesus, in those religions, then there's a certain way, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the people that don't follow it. Obviously, the people that don't follow it are doing other things.
Right.
Or they use it to manipulate,
Right. I mean, when you say that, I think there's something to do with the morality, but, as we're talking about spiritual, as we're talking about things like that, it also has to do with the thought power. So when a group of people or a group of people think something, things change, like when they do the royal prayer, and everybody's on this one thing, you find that the vibration of the world does change, like the sensors, everything changes because there is an energy to that. So when you're saying it keeps us on a plane, I mean, could keep us on a plane like a different dimension, like we're not elevating like we should, because, there's proof that these things didn't happen, but it's like cognitive dissonance. Dissonance.
Well,
so,
at the end of the day, go ahead.
So I was gonna say, so can you really grow as a people, as a world? I think there's just I think people, and this goes back to just other creation things. People do have to have something to worship, whether it be a person, whether it be a being. Like, we have to have something at some point, or I want to say everybody, but the majority of people on this earth have to have something to worship, to make that thing go, to give them, I guess, some quality to their existence, or to a purpose to why they're here, versus, I'm here floating on this rock in the space, falling some fireball.
There's got to be a meaning for
I gotta have this, and this is why, this is what put me here, this is why this is, and I mean, I guess when you believe that, I guess it does create that. Because if your thought process is something, we are part of the creation. So if we think in something, we create it, it's created.
But don't that tie in when you say it like that? That's for the individual. I mean, it doesn't change the circumstances around you.
Yeah.
Just how your interaction with the thing or in the world. Because if that was the case, then I can sit here and think, I want the world to be a better place. I don't want there to be no wars. I don't want there to, and then it would manifest. But that doesn't happen. So, and just one person, but I'm saying, like, you think there are millions and millions of religious and spiritual people who do goodwill and want goodwill. My thought is that if that was true, then we wouldn't have, and I know this is this is probably a unrealistic view of it, but I'm just saying, when we start talking about, and this is where I separate from that thought, because if that was true, then people that think great things and want great things, then why don't they manifest? Well, I know that's a bigger question.
But through time, don't you think that's happened? I mean, if you look back 200 years ago at the world, you had all types of crazy wars. Like, we have skirmishes now. We have stuff going on.
Well, I'm just using wars as an example. It could be anything.
You had everything from revolutionary wars to, you had slavery. You had you had some major shit happening, but right now.
But all those things still happen every day around the world.
But not in the same magnitude. With more people and less magnitude.
How do you know?
Well, we know. I mean, we have eyes in the sky. We know. We know there are things happening, but compared to what was it? The Roman Empire killing 118 million people. Oh no, the conquistadors that came over to America. What was it? 118 billion, 118 million. Like there's no genocide, nothing going on like that right now.
I disagree with that. I think there's I don't know where.
I'm not saying there's not anything going on, but I'm saying
massive genocide happening around the world. It's just that we live in a Western society are not, they don't show us that. We don't see that. We're not even looking for that. You know, the news, they're not down there showing it to you on the news that, you know, people are getting. Remember, and this off subject, but remember about 10, 15 years ago in Mexico where about, I don't want to misquote, I don't know if it was 15 or 30 students were on a bus and some cartel, well, they still don't know, they believe it was a cartel with some president or with some political leader involved in it. They mowed down the whole bus and they buried their bodies and they would never be able to find them. So, and most of us in the U.S. didn't even know anything about it. Now, there are people that are still trying to, you know, petition the government to find out what happened to these people, right? I mean, they were just students on a bus, and they just got mowed down. So I say that, I like to say that there are things around the world that happen that we're just not privy to, and we as people in the Western society, yeah, we have the luxury of saying what you just said. Not picking on you, but you know, we had slavery and we had these major wars and things like that. But that's in our culture, in our thing. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But we're talking about God and the universe and this and that. It's not just about the Western people. It's about the world.
I mean, I've been thinking of diseases.
I think
we still have diseases, but to the level of in the past. I'm just saying, like, I think
people.
people.
To the motherfuckers that's dying of diseases wherever they are. You can't go over there and say, well, you know, in the U.S. we had this thing. But
I'm not saying just the U.S. I'm saying around the world. Like, there's definitely less death. Yeah, but we wouldn't get to 8 billion people if it was more people dying.
There'd be more people fucking.
Yeah. I mean, if you dying, how you fucking?
I mean, the people that are left are fucking more.
But they gonna die. How they gonna die? How they gonna
the surviving
if more
people,
dying, then you less
people.
fucking.
But no, I don't think that's a barometer for whether we living better or not.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah, and I'm tying this back into what we think about religion and a higher power and things like that. I'm just simply saying
so
that.
What do you think are some of the major things that are necessarily maybe holding the thought process, holding the progress of us becoming a higher civilization?
Well, number one, we don't all believe the same way.
Okay.
A lot of us don't believe any of that stuff.
Right.
You know, you do have people who are atheists. You have people that are agnostic. You have people that are, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And even people who, the funniest thing to me, the people who even practice the same denomination in the same religion, get 4 of them in one room.
Oh, yeah.
They got a different interpretation of what, you know, it is. And I think that's the human condition, right? Part of the human condition. And I'm talking about the really, really religious people.
Yeah, I know that.
So you take a really, really religious person from one culture, and and they just don't see eye to eye on anything. They're gonna fight you about every point of the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus Christ walked left on rock. Oh no, you didn't. You walked south on sand. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right.
Or the significance of the people that they extol. Right, you know, in Judaism, they don't extol Jesus Christ. No. They recognize him as you know, a prophet.
Right.
But they don't put him. Most religions don't put Jesus Christ over God.
I think they just did that just to keep people just be like, all right, leave us alone. I think they just did that. Just leave us alone. Because I mean, when you break down a name, it's like, oh, that's Zeus.
Well, I mean, I don't get in the weeds about names because over centuries, you know, meanings change.
But names don't change. That's one thing I always say is names don't change. Your name today, 1,000 years from now, they might not be able to pronounce it correctly. They're gonna be like, it looks like a Shaka Shabbat. Like they're gonna say something, but your name don't change.
I do think there's something to people from different cultures who pronounce things differently.
Yeah,
we do that in modern time.
Yeah,
you know, and you know we have dialect. You have slang. I'm not attributing any of that to religion, but I'm saying you have dialect, you have slang, you have people who have their original tongue that are in different lands, and things sometimes come out differently. So I'm not saying that's the case specifically about whether you say Yahweh or Jesus or whatever, but that can change the way people, language evolves or whatever, or what was once pronounced this way is pronounced that way or whatever. Or a group of people just use their own language to acknowledge the same thing somebody in another far off land probably acknowledged in a different way. So I'm not going to
I give that to
put too
things,
much-
but names, people names,
Yeah, names too.
names.
Yeah.
Frederick is still Frederick. That's a Spanish name, but it's Frederick in English.
Yeah,
it's
but
Frederick in China.
You're thinking like
It's Frederick in
but you're thinking like a man who lives in a world where you can be anywhere around the world within hours. That was not the case centuries ago.
No, but you knew.
You're not gonna let me. You just want to.
I mean, I'm just saying, like you knew what's the name, Genghis Khan around the world. When you heard about him, his name got pronounced. Yo, this crazy dude over by China. His name was Genghis Khan.
I don't know that.
Yeah, his name was Genghis Khan.
Did his mama call him Genghis Khan?
Yeah,
We
I'm
don't
sure
know
she
that.
did.
We
She
don't.
said-
You say you're sure, but
Yeah.
how can you? Where?
She
Where's the
said,
proof
'cause
of that?
I seen it, man.
You talked to her?
I seen it. I seen it. I said,
seen where his
it
mama
was a
said-
baby card that said, "To my little baby Genghis Khan,
There you go.
take over the world, make mama proud." That's what it said, man. I
They
seen it.
violated me.
I
Fuck
seen
all of them up.
I seen it. And he said, "Share, Mom, I got you." He said, "Say less, Mom." He was like, "Say less." And then he went and did the shit. But I seen that.
I learned something this week. I'm getting way off the subject as we always do.
That Genghis
learned
Khan
something earlier
mama
this week.
was about it.
I never really, I mean, peripherally, I know about the Native Americans and stuff like that, and, stuff like that. But recently I learned that some of the major Native Americans, their names were not their original names.
Oh, correct.
So that's a perfect example right there.
Yeah.
And we're talking about in the last 150, 200 years where, like Navajo is not, the people that were later described as Navajo, that wasn't the name of the tribe.
They were,
I
my
don't know
client
what it
told me,
was.
no, my client told me, he knows all that. He just told me, shoot, I can't remember it. I got the book up there. I got the book up front though.
Right. So I'm just
But yeah.
using that as an example. Like,
Yeah.
not shout out to the Native Americans. Last week. So I was editing last week's show or whatever. By the way, it's going to be up tonight, which you won't see this next week. But anyway.
Yeah.
I was looking up the Native Americans.
Uh-huh.
They have the highest rate of marriages outside of Native American community.
I can see that. Yeah.
So, yeah. So all the other
They're like, we getting
information we gave you was incorrect.
We're like, we getting out of here. We just totally left them off the list.
I mean, it's like high, like 45, 60%. They're
they like, we out.
like, this shit sucks.
We out. I mean, I got off the land again. Somebody getting off the land or getting out the bad neighborhood, going to the other neighborhood. Remember we were talking about
one
it?
bad
Is
neighborhood to another bad neighborhood.
Are they? Are they just? I mean, if it's better than that, is it bad?
Maybe it's just the same.
I doubt they go.
I don't subscribe to this whole belief that I'm talking about dating, that everybody just when they go somewhere else they're dating up.
No.
Or they're marrying up.
Oh, no.
They could just be marrying the same.
Yeah, you just got a different face on it. Yeah,
Exactly.
no.
But people some people will, to them that is the move up right there, just that.
Well, I mean, when you're dealing with like South America, when you're dealing with Western culture, if you marry somebody lighter, that is the move up, so that your baby
But everybody around the world.
so that your baby comes out a little better. Like if you're in like Puerto
out a
Rico,
little better.
or if you're in South America, it comes out a little lighter. So it's placed in society kind of works a little bit better.
Well, yeah, I mean, people have those values too.
You know,
like
I mean, they
you
still
got
have
a lighter baby, you got a better baby.
The caste system still kind of works a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up though.
Well, I mean, racial bias. I'm not going to say racism because people fall off the wagon when you say that. But racial bias is something that's
prejudice?
practiced around the world.
I mean, prejudice.
Racial bias, prejudice.
Prejudice, son.
If you choose to marry someone because you want to have a lighter baby, that's a racial bias. prejudice.
That's a move, baby. They
Prejudice
trying
is
to make a move.
against someone else.
Why it gotta be a bias? Why they just trying to make a move?
A bias just means that you prefer something over another
No, I
thing.
don't prefer that. I'm just trying to give my baby a better life.
How would
You can
give
give them
yourself
the whole
better?
racial bias label, man. They just trying to make their baby better.
How would that make
That's
them
messed
better?
up, dog.
Your circumstances,
messed up,
your
dog.
circumstances is what make your child like
They ain't
better.
worried about
Not
them
just
circumstances. They
skin
worried
color.
about their child, man.
Okay, all right. I feel you.
I'm tired of being serious.
Yeah.
I'm about to stir the pot
come up
here.
with some jokes
I'm about
then,
to
man.
stir some pots, man.
You're the
I'm
one that
sorry.
came in here with
I know.
religion and
I was asking
philosophy.
questions.
Well, you got
I'm
the
glad I
answers.
got you. I'm very surprised that you stayed on and didn't answer because I know your ass.
Oh,
be-
I'm not
you
the
be-
one that be
you
running
be
from
like- you be
hot
like-
topics.
Oh, who? What topic I run from?
I didn't say you. See that?
Oh.
Damn.
Ain't nobody else up on here.
A hit dog will holler her.
Ain't nobody else up on here talking, man. Say what? What, son?